Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. I'm Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing a Kotsky alumni long sleeve shirt. Yes, the Akatsuki from the anime Naruto. Anyway, uh, my voice might sound a little different because I've been inhaling a bleach all day. Man, I feel great actually. I probably said the same thing last podcast because I keep cleaning my shower with with the whatever it's called, like this spray, but it has bleach in it. But my shower is pretty clean. I just like the feeling. So I think I'm addicted to mildew remover. Yeah, I'm addicted to bath towel scrub. So now that you feel better about your life, I guess I'll continue talking. I was watching the news, well, independent news, and apparently there's like riots going on in Shanghai because they're trying to do the impossible, which is um, zero fantasy flu cases. For those of you that don't know, the cold, the flu, and then the fantasy flu. The fantasy flu, that pandemic that the government is using as an excuse to make the poor people poor and the rich people richer. Um, they're all the same thing. So if the common cold hasn't been around since forever, and the flu has been around since forever, why would this version of the flu be any different? Imagine living in a world where people are like, we're not going to do anything until we have zero colds. Okay, you that's impossible. It's just impossible. The cold is going to be around until the end of time. So will the flu. All versions of the flu. All versions of the flu. I don't know. It blows my mind that the world has been shut down over the flu. You know, See, that's what they don't really push is or make widely known is that the cold, the flu, and then this pandemic, fantasy flu, they're all related. They're all the same type of virus. You know that, right? So I don't know. It just makes no sense. Like anyway, but well, the world is full of stupid people. So you know, it it is what it is. The world is also I can't talk. The world is also full of fat people. I went outside today for the first time in a couple of weeks. I went to the store, maskless, of course, to buy some food. So I mean, actually, I didn't buy any food. I went with my mother. She bought some food. I just wanted to go outside so I could feel better about myself, and I counted the fat people. There are more fat people than skinny people. And then I walked around, judging everyone, trying to guess who had diabetes. You know, trying to guess which one actually had a thyroid problem. Tried to guess which one was just an overeater. Tried to guess which one was an alcoholic and was eating to compensate for the liver damage. You know, that's how I spend my days. Go outside, count fat people. Hey, why not? We all have hobbies. You know how they used to say back in 2011, don't kink shame me. Well, don't kink shame me on this one, okay? I'm sorry. Don't don't hate speech shame me. All right? God. I've been watching too much. God, what's it called? Twitch. They got all the the VTubers and the streamers. So there's this one VTuber. Her name is Code Miko, and I don't know how I can say this without sounding weird, but um I want to do her. Yeah, I want to do this collection of pixels that's in the shape of a hot chick. How low have I sunk? She's hot. I mean, now I understand why women don't like good-looking women in video games because because it's just competition. If Code Miko had an OnlyFans, I'd actually sub to it because those pixels are arranged in a certain way that I find very attractive. Once again, do not kink shame me. Okay, I like pixels. Pixels don't nag. Pixels don't complain because you work all day and then can't spend time with them, but then complain if you don't work because you don't have money. It's like Pixels won't call the cops if you hit them. Okay, now I'm revealing way too much about my personal life. Anyway, um, but yeah, so no, but the last couple of days, I've just been really doing nothing, which I know sounds really good, doesn't it? Actually, I thoroughly enjoy doing nothing. I mean, if I can somehow, now I'm gonna quote the Joker. Now you remember when he said, if you're good at something, never do it for free. Like if I'm really good at doing nothing. If I could somehow get paid to do nothing, I don't know how. You know, if I was a middle-aged white woman, I probably could do it. I think that comes naturally. That's why they're activists. Isn't most of a BLM middle-aged white woman? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Aren't most activists middle-aged white women? Because like that animal rights activist who super glued her hand to the basketball court. I forgot which game it was. It doesn't matter. I don't watch basketball. But yeah, there was like this NBA game. This woman like glued her hand to the basketball court. I'm sure I talked about this. Okay. Well, I think it was like 3 days ago. Another middle-aged white woman handcuffed herself to the back of the basketball post in an NBA game. I don't know what it's called. I don't play basketball, but like there's the hoop and then like there's the pole that the pole I guess. Anyway, she like handcuffed herself to that, and I don't know what she was protesting because I don't care. And why? First of all, the NBA ratings are the lowest they've ever been. Okay. Now I understand if it was the '90s, back when you had Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan. Okay. Now if it was the '90s and you had those three players back when the league was at its highest rating wise, yeah, you're gonna reach some eyeballs if you super glue your hand to the court or handcuff yourself to the, you know, whatever back of the rim, whatever. But like now, I mean, you have a better chance of reaching more people if you, I don't know, like just go to your average McDonald's and handcuff yourself to like the bathroom door, you know. And I notice how smart I am when I say bathroom door because it's like you don't want to handcuff yourself to the front door because what if you have to pee, you know? At least if you do it at the bathroom, you get like an extra long chain so you can like walk inside the stall or whatever, pee, and come back out. See, I'm always thinking like 3, 4 steps ahead. I really am. If you're gonna protest, you got to protest the right way. Seriously, in your house by yourself. Stop bothering us. And I can't believe, I cannot believe, no segue. I can't believe that there's Russia, that mother Russia, Mamacita Rusa. Mamacita Rusa cannot take over Ukraine yet. What the fuck is going on? I mean, this is embarrassing. Okay? It's been, well, I haven't been paying attention really, but I think it's been like a month, right? Okay? And you're telling me Russia, with all their, you know, all their bombs and warships and troops and nukes and all this crap. Oh, and Russia has the best army commercials or the best military commercials. It's the complete opposite of America's joint and military commercials. Like in the Russia's commercials, in Mamacita Rusa, Mamacita Rusa's military commercials, it is straight up 110% masculinity. Those are like men join. The way that the way those commercials are, it looks like they're pumping out Rambos, except they're Russian. So I don't know. I don't know any Russian names. Russellini's. They're pumping out Russellini's. There's no chicks in it going, I can fight too, and there's no like, non-binary, transsexual hypocrite, cheese pizza eating, son of a bitch. It's just straight out men jumping out of planes, no parachute, superhero landing. Not even kidding. I saw this one Russian commercial. This guy jumps out of a plane holding a tank, lands, puts the tank down, hops in the tank, starts driving towards Ukraine. Straight out man. Men. You got like the American Army commercials or just military commercials in general. It's like a guy knitting, his husband's next to him going, "We protect the country." Yeah, I feel safe. Thank you. Thank you for being inclusive. Okay? You know what happens when you put inclusivity before qualifications? You know what happens? Everything just goes to hell. You get a second rate product. So this is what I'm so confused about. If Russia has these bomb ass commercials where you have like these men jumping out of planes, landing on mountains, and the mountain goes ouch. Why is this army just completely screwing up? I don't get it. I mean, you think that's okay. Imagine America invades Mexico. It would it would take a week to conquer them. It would literally take a week. A week. I mean, think about that. If America wanted to take over Canada, it would take 3 days. Literally 3 days. Anyway, so I don't get it. Like, what? Either Ukraine has okay. This is my only theory. Okay, so like the biolabs in Ukraine, the American biolabs in Ukraine, they must have been producing super soldiers. Okay, then there must be a bunch of like Captain Ukraines running around, you know, just like handling shit. Cause I don't get it. And then like, the fake news coverage you see, the only thing you see is okay, this is the coverage you see like on the mainstream media. Russia bombed another children's hospital. Russia just burned down another church. Uh, Russia gathered every man and women over the age of 65 and beat them, and then use them for target practice. And then the other news you see is one Ukrainian soldier took out one unarmed Ukrainian soldier took out three tanks, or like one Ukrainian farm goat took out five soldiers with one kick. It's just propaganda, propaganda, like it's. I wonder what's going on in Russia on their state-controlled TV. I bet you on their state-controlled TV, um, they're saying that that they took over America probably. Like they're probably like really embellishing. The war is over. America has submitted, even though they're in Ukraine. I know. When it's state controlled, kind of like it is in America, you don't get the real news. So I mean, like just like I was saying, like the Russia TV is state controlled, but like in America, it's state controlled too because um like look at how okay for a great example the Biden laptop. Okay, when that story first broke, I 100% believed it. Well, I mean, I still believe it because it is true. But at the same time, I'm like, well, the FBI has the laptop and they're not making it a story when it's the biggest story ever. That means the FBI really isn't the FBI. The FBI is just a tool for a certain section of the government to help out another section of the government. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when the police do an internal investigation and don't find anything wrong. That's what the FBI is. The FBI is to help out one side of the government, the left side. So like when the FBI didn't like immediately come out and just go look at this, but yet we found out everything because of like leaks. That's when I knew. That's when I was 100% sure that this government is the most corrupt on the planet. And that's when I finally lost all faith in the media, all faith in law enforcement, and all faith in the Democrats. It was that moment when they started suppressing the Biden laptop, and then that continues over. That's what I'm going to talk about state controlled media, like, and then that's when like Twitter, um, you know, muted every single story about it, and Facebook, and so that's like state controlled because they're doing what the Democrats wanted. Anyway, so yeah, it's just the the corruption just goes and it goes and it goes. It's like the only country you can trust is Mother Russia these days. You know, you trust them to well now just not be good at anything. Jesus Christ. I still don't understand how Russia can have those kick-ass commercials, but their army sucks. You know, like talk about some false advertising. Like I was expecting Russia to. I mean, obviously, when Russia was gathering troops on the border of Ukraine, I knew. Now, I'm not a political analyst. I'm just a person with common sense. I knew that they were going to invade. Duh. But the way those Russian commercials are, you think they'd only need one soldier, maybe two tanks, and like two crates of vodka, and they would have taken over the country. That's that's what the Russian military commercials like. That's the vibe they give off. You know, like Britain has James Bond. Obviously, America has Karen, and then Russia has I don't know what's another Russian name. Vladimir Kilimov, aka the Killer. One guy. I don't know. I'm so disappointed in Russia. How do you have commercials that good? You guys have to look up the Russian military commercials. Like you'll be so hyped you'll want to join. You know, like if you thought ISIS was like doing great recruitment, how they can like convince some whatever teenager in Missouri to come over and blow himself up in some other place, or like some like British chicks to come over and be some like guys, some suicide bomber's sixth wife. The way these Russian military commercials were, I was hyped. I'm like, dude, I want to jump out of a plane carrying a tank, doing a superhero landing. Like, I want to do that, man. I fell for the hype machine. I fell for the hype machine. I fell for the Russian hype machine. Well, not no more. Mamacita Rusa has been very disappointing. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. And no, season 10 has not. Season 10 of the When I Have Spare Time podcast has not officially started. That's why these new podcasts are still going under the season 9 playlist. Right now, a best of show is being released every day. But the thing is, I'm not taking a break though. Normally, I wouldn't post any podcasts as the best of podcasts were released, but no, I'm still doing it. It's just that I'm not going to officially start season 10 until after. Well, because I have to prepare some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.